Okay, here is the before picture of my kitchen, which didn't look too bad already. That's the washroom back there. Oops, sorry about the light. This is how I've merchandised the top of my kitchen window. As you can see, it is just 3 yards of fabric on a piece of wood that's mounted on the wall with 2 L brackets, and I've just put some tchotchkes on top, some greenery, and that's that. And then we pan over, see the fridge, microwave, sink area, and over the sink I have the same fabric that's a yard. And we move over dishes. But anyway, we're gonna change all this and get it ready for Christmas. This is the dining area or dining room and stove. So yeah, we back up and so you guys can kind of get another view. But this is gonna be the main area that I'm gonna be focusing on. Whoops, is up here. And atop of my hutch, buffet, whatever you want to call it, in the kitchen, in that area. So yeah, so stay tuned. And there's my little if mama ain't happy ain't nobody happy sign. But yeah, we're gonna be redoing all of this, y'all. So yeah, and that's the island, so stay tuned. Okay guys, I'm just going to show you a few of the things that I'm going to use to kind of get my kitchen all decorated for the holiday. I have this nice little countdown calendar for December, and it has a little sort of present like ornament here that you insert in the slots on the calendar to let you know what day it is and how many more days until the big day arrives. Got this at the Dollar Tree for $1, of course. I got this display easel, which I'm going to put my beautiful Santa plate that I picked up a few years ago from Dillard's. As you can see, it is a Dillard's trimming product, and I don't use it to put anything on or serve anything on. It is just strictly for decorations because it is a African American Santa. So he's gonna go up above the window. Also, here's another easel which I'm debating about using. I'm gonna put another plate which will go up here and replace that one on top of the buffet, or hutch on top of the buffet. This is a plate that I'm thinking about using, but I don't know because I don't want it to tip. I want something a little bit more sturdy, and this one is kind of sort of loose, and I don't want to take a chance, but we'll see. If I don't, I'll use the existing one which is up there. So anyway, moving right along, here's my Empire Santa that will go in the corner over on my countertop. I love my Empire Santa. It reminds me of a Santa, or it actually is the same as the one that I had when I was a kid that I put in my window, and it just brings back memories. So yeah, I'm gonna put him over in the corner, and he'll light up the kitchen for us and act as a night light at night in the corner if we come in for a midnight snack or something. Well, anyway, I'm gonna use these 2 little salt and pepper holders that I picked up from Walgreens a couple years ago on the table. And then I'm gonna put these placemats on my table, which I picked up from Ross. I got 2 sets. They were, let me zoom in, $9.99 from Ross. They are Waverly, and it is the red or yeah, sort of crimson and cream toile. I'm going for a red and white theme in here, or red and cream theme, crimson and cream theme. I think it'll look really great against the taupe walls in my kitchen. So this will be a great accent on the table and the like. I'm going to use, of course, my homemade cake stand that I made out of a bowl and a plate from the Dollar Tree. Just epoxied them together, so I'm just going to probably use that as a prop or a tchotchke over here on the buffet with my cookbooks and stuff, as you can see. This is the fabric that I'm going to use above the window. It is just 4 yards that I've divided, 3 to go over the big window and 1 yard to go over the sink window. And it is just, again, cream and crimson with the poinsettia wreath pattern on it. I love, love, love this. It gives just the right amount of color to the wall or the window without being overpowering. So as you can see, which I showed earlier, I have this piece of fabric, and it could actually stay in here because it does have the burgundy and green and the sort of gold colors in it already, but I'm kind of tired of looking at it. And the tchotchkes that are up there I'm still going to use because they are crimson and cream, so I don't have to change that out. And like I said before, you don't have to buy new stuff. You can just add to what you already have. And these items I already have, and so they're going to stay. I'm just going to kind of mix up and change around a few things. So yeah, okie dokie. Along with that, and of course this is the serving piece that goes with this, but I'm gonna have my little red and white, of course, or crimson and cream pot holders and the like in here. And then I have a table runner, which I'm going to put on my oh gosh, island, I'm sorry, lost for words, just to give it a little punch, because a lot of people ignore that too, so I think this would be awesome there. Right here, I have a wreath that I made, and it is just a dollar store wreath, and let me show you. It is the sort of, I guess, straw or wooden wreath that you find in a Dollar Tree, as you can see. And all I've done is actually wrapped 4 tinsel garlands around it. And this is a quick way to make a nice little simple wreath. I mean, all you do is just tuck and twist and, you know, around it. And depending on how full you want it, you can use 2. I use 4 because I wanted it kind of full. So I'm going to hang that somewhere. Haven't figured it out yet. But with the red and white theme, it works together with everything. So yeah. And then this is just a swag that I'm going to hang somewhere in here to add a little green color to the room. And ignore all this back here. That's just newspaper. But yeah, this is just going to be hung somewhere. Or it can be used down the center of the table if you want to do that. It's just, you know, you get creative and do whatever. But I bought the swag, I think, from Hobby Lobby, and I just embellished it with some picks. It needs to be fluffed out, and you'll see the end result. But these are ornaments that well, actually they're not ornaments. They're like picks that you stick in certain, you know, things, trees, wreaths or whatever. So these are picks. These are little berry picks, and I just embellished this swag with that. And then again, another piece of fabric that'll probably make into like towels, you know, kitchen towels to just hang on the stove or something like that. And of course, the trusted old heavy-duty staple gun, which will attach all of this lovely, lovely fabric to the wooden board that is right here above my window. And as you can see, let me move it around, it is attached to the wall with an L bracket on either side of the window. And here, hopefully I can get up under there, but as you can see, it's just a piece of wood that I picked up from Home Depot for like $2, and just mounted it with 2 screws, and that's that. So simple, quick, and easy, y'all. So again, we will get started, and I will come back and show you the end product from using all these little sweet embellishments. And I may add a couple of ornaments in a bowl or something here or there, but yeah, we're going to use all this to make this little kitchen of mine look quite festive again for the holiday. So stay tuned, y'all. Bye. Okay guys, this is what the window valance looks like that I made. The box valance, all it is, like I said, is just a piece of wood with fabric stapled to the top. As you can see, I just mitered the corners by folding to give it the box look here on the sides. And then we zoom out. Give it that box look. And stapled it to it. So what I'm going to do is actually take this fabric off and replace it with the Christmas fabric that I showed you earlier. This, oops, if we focus in, that fabric right there. So that's what I'm going to use in the place of this fabric. So yeah, stay tuned. Just wanted to show you what it looks like. It's just resting on my my island in the kitchen. But yeah. So stay tuned for the next clip. Okay guys, here is the after in the kitchen. I have changed out the fabric over my window. And here, let me zoom in. And I haven't changed much. I just added my Santa that I showed you earlier. And there he is in his prominent spot. And there's the fabric. And here, let me give you a sort of close-up of the fabric. This is just some plain old fabric that I picked up from Joann's. Again, it's just plain old off-white with some red wreath detailing on it. And that's all that I added to the top of the window. And over here above my sink as well, I added the same fabric. So subtle changes like that can make a big difference when you're decorating for the holidays, or any time of the year for that matter. So let me give you a quick tour of what I did. Here is the December calendar with the little countdown. So here we are on the 14th. And just nice little something I picked up from the Dollar Tree. Excuse the junk on the side of my fridge. Anyway, going over here where I had my little spoon and fork rack, or whatever you want to call this little decorative item, I just added a bow. And it's actually kind of crooked. I'm going to have to straighten that up. But I didn't move anything. I didn't change that. Although you can. That's it. And then we go over here to the door to the laundry room. I just added a big stocking that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. And I think I'm going to get like one of those big candy canes or something and put in there. Yeah, nothing major. And then over here on the hutch, I just changed out the plate and added my serving plate with the Christmas trees and snowflakes, and I added a couple of little salt and pepper shakers to kind of bring the color over here. So, yeah. And then I just brought my Christmas dishes out. You can use, excuse me, everyday items as decoration. I just filled up this space with my Christmas glasses, you know, so that they can be utilized during the course of the holidays, because, I mean, we always take them out, you know, for like Christmas dinner or something, but why not take them out day after Thanksgiving and just use them all through the season and enjoy them. And of course there's mail and junk. And then there are my little really cheap, inexpensive Christmas dishes I just put right here. And like I said, these add a touch of the holiday to a space that would not normally get any decorating. So yeah, think about that. Pull out all your dishes or little whatnots for Christmas and just pop them in different places or whatever. And just like here with all my well, this is a small collection of cookbooks. I just added some Christmas ones in there, as you can see, and it just brings a little bit of the holiday right there on that shelf. My little gooseberry patches and my Southern Living books or whatever. So yeah, that's all you have to do. Simple, inexpensive, or pretty much free ways to decorate. Okay, so there's that again. And we'll go over here to the sink area. Excuse me. And above the sink, I just hung like a swag that I made. I bought the swag from Hobby Lobby and I just added the picks and ornaments and stuff like that. So that is hanging above the sink. I probably should have pressed that fabric. I think I'm going to take it down and press it because I can't stand the wrinkles from where it's been folded. But yeah, that's hanging over, whoops, the sink. Just to bring a touch of Christmas there. And then, of course, it picks up on the red of my canisters. And in the corner here, I have my Empire Santa. Let me move my teapot and my bowl. My Empire Santa lights up the corner. It's a good night light for when you're stumbling in the kitchen at night to get something. But yeah, there's Santa Claus in his corner next to the coffee pot. But yeah, just little subtle things like that bring a lot of holiday cheer to ordinary spaces. And of course, like I said, it picks up the red of my canisters in the kitchen and so forth. And it's a little junky over here, excuse the mess. But anyway, as I go up, I'll show you this little cheap wreath that I made. And it is just a dollar store wreath that's been wrapped with a couple, actually I think it was 3 garlands. Hold on, guys, my daughter's calling. Okay, I'm back. Never fails, phone always rings when you're doing something. But yeah, this is the wreath that I made, and I'll do a tutorial on that. Simple and easy. All you do is wrap the garland around that little straw wreath, and that's the end result. So I did it with the red and white garland so it matches the kitchen, just brings some little cheer up there in an ordinary space. So that's another little touch that I did in the kitchen above my cabinets. And yeah, that's it. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Anyway, let me bring your attention to the table now in the kitchen. And all I did was add those placemats that you saw to the table, just to bring a little color, along with the cake stand that I made out of the $2 store items, the plate and the bowl. And I just popped some fruit on top. You know, you can get an abundance of fresh fruit nowadays with the holidays upon us. Apples, oranges, you know, grapefruits, tangerines, the whole 9. So I just popped some here on top of that cake plate, along with my little creamer set and the salt and pepper shakers from my Christmas dish set. So yeah, that's it. And it just brings cheer to the table. And I didn't put a tablecloth because we eat at this table a lot, and I didn't want it all messed up and having to move it and all that good stuff, or stained up, because I have some messy eaters. So I just use placemats that can be slid to the side, pop back in place so that it'll still look festive or whatever. And I have my Christmas cards and all that stuff I need to address right here. But anyway, yep, that is the Christmas table. So like I said, simple, easy. Centerpiece there, nothing major. Just some fruit and a cake, a homemade cake stand or cake plate. So that is it. Making sure I don't miss anything. Of course, like if you have, ooh, sorry about that, y'all. If y'all have like a light fixture or something, you can always drape garland over it, or, you know, add a little special touch to that. I didn't, because I'm lazy and I don't feel like getting up there wrapping and all that good stuff. But you can think about adding things to your light fixtures, you know, chandeliers, whatever. But yeah, this is the kitchen all done. And hopefully you saw some tips and tricks that you can use in your kitchen. And hopefully, like I said, you enjoyed this. Oh, I forgot. Right here on my island, I just added a table runner just to bring color over here to this area. And of course, my pot holders are hanging down here on the cabinets. So when I get stuff out of the oven, they're right there for me, because here's my oven, here's the island, so I can just reach down and grab. Forgot all about this. But yeah, it's red and white as well with the snowflakes embroidered. So it brings the color over here in the middle of the kitchen. Of course, my little cutting block and all that stuff. And I was actually going to make a cake. That's why I have my red cake plate out. But anyway, yeah, think of places that you wouldn't normally put stuff, and just add your touch to it. So yeah, I think that's going to do it. I'm going to give you a nice little quick run through again all the little special touches. My Empire Santa, which I love. I had one in my window when I was a kid. I always put one in the window growing up, so brings back memories. Anyway, there is the island over the sink. Moving over here, my little Christmas calendar, the valance over the big window, Santa Claus, and my table, and my little wall hanging with the bow, the big stocking, and my hutch with all my Christmas dishes and special touches. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, I'll talk to you then. Bye.